Hey guys, so this is a Halloween episode. Went kind of cheap on my costume and took Tim's Batman onesie and decided I'd wear it for this episode. Well, to show you guys that I'm wearing it. It's a little too hot to wear. I want to talk about the N64s and controllers we have. We have every version of a US released N64. I'm going to start with the controllers. Favorite controller that we have is the DK64 controller. A lot of people think they have it just because they have the yellow controller, but you can tell this one's different because it has the DK64 on it. It's not a sticker, it's actually like painted on the controller, and you can see that it looks like banana peels. Like I said, it's our favorite controller. We picked this up in Denver. It's about like an hour away from where we actually live. So we've actually got most of our collection. Another special controller that we have is my personal favorite is Extreme Green. I'm going to try and get a good lighting on it. It's like a see-through neon green. See if you can see it. Another special controller that we actually have 4 of. I'll explain that to you later when we get into the systems. Is the gold one. You can see it just looks kind of gold. This actually does come with a gold system, which we do have, that I will show you in this video eventually. Number 1 would be the Pokemon controller. You can tell just like on the DK64, it's got the Pokemon on it. Like I said, it's not a sticker, it's actually on the controller. The top is blue and the bottom is yellow. This is the US version release of the N64 for the Pikachu edition. It also came in orange and I think opposite, blue and yellow. Not quite sure, but like I said, this is the US release version of it. Then we have the Atomic Purple. A lot of people also mistake this for Smoke Black if you don't look at it right, or the Grape. The Grape is actually darker than the Atomic Purple, but I kind of agree, it looks kind of close to the smoke, because even if you look right there, it looks like more so black than it is actually a light purple. Again, this is Atomic Purple, not grape. Now I'm going to go to the Fantastic controllers. This is actually the smoke. Like I said, it looks just like the Atomic Purple, but it's actually more of a gray color to it. See if you can get all of it in there. Next Fantastic color would be the Grape. This is what I was saying. You can see the huge difference in the type of purple. This one's dark purple, and not that lighter purple that you saw on the Atomic Purple controller. Then we have the Watermelon Red. Everyone thinks it's pink. Everyone calls it the pink system. It is actually the Watermelon Red system. Then we have the Ice Blue, also known, people call it the teal system, but technically it's Ice Blue. Then the Jungle Green. Can't mistake this one. More or less everyone has this controller. The see-through green also came, like I said, all these 6 fantastic colors that I just showed you have a matching system, and we have the matching system that I'm just about to show you as soon as I get through the rest of the controllers that we have. Here's the fire orange one. You can actually see it looks pretty orange. Here's a standard gray controller. Standard blue. Standard yellow. Don't forget, these are actually Nintendo brand. There's no knockoffs in our collection. Here's the black. Just, it's not the see-through, it's the actual flat black. Here's our red one, and here's our green one. Now I'm going to start off with our systems. I'm going to start with the gold system that we have. It was a Toys R Us exclusive, meaning you can only get the system through Toys R Us, and it came with 2 gold controllers. This is what the system looks like. Gold. Believe it or not, if you want to know if your gold system is real, open where you would put the cartridge, and the inside's actually jungle green. They took a bunch of extra systems and painted them gold. And then here's our 2 matching gold controllers that would go with that system. Our next one would be the Pokemon Pikachu N64. This was released also in Japan in different colors, but this is the US release with the blue and the yellow, with the Pokeball on-off button, and the reset button is Pikachu's foot, and the matching controller that we have for that system. Then we have another Toys R Us exclusive. It was a standard gray system, but it came with the extreme green controller. And this is only something you can get through Toys R Us. Another Toys R Us exclusive would be the standard gray console with a gold controller. This was another version of the N64 that you can get. There was a standard gray system. We actually do, according to every US release, we have a gray system to go with it. So with the extreme green controller and the gold controller and this system I'm about to show you, we actually have a console for each way that it was released. This one was the gray console, like I said, with a gray controller. And it also came with an atomic purple controller, the light see-through purple. And then the basic N64 that everyone mostly got was the standard gray console with the gray controller. We have an original box for this too. Now I'm going to start going into the fantastic colors. It was the 6 see-through controllers that I showed you, but these are actually the systems with the matching controller. I'm going to start with the Jungle Green system. It came in a DK box with a game and an expansion pack and a controller, and the box was green with like the red side panel, and it had Donkey Kong all over it. We actually have that box that I'll show you in a later video. We have actually 3 Jungle Green systems actually. One in the DK box, one on display, and the Jungle Green system is actually the one that we play on. So, here's the display Jungle Green with the matching controller. And we have all the power cords to all of our systems, but the ones on the display, we just put the cords in a box to save room. The next color I'm going to move on to is the Ice Blue. Again, it's technically called the Ice Blue, but people do tend to call it the Teal system, with the matching controller. And then we have the Watermelon Red system. With the matching controller. Here's our grape system. That dark purple one with the matching controller. Here's the Smoke Black system. Like I said, it looks like a see-through gray, but it's actually technically the Smoke Black. And here's the matching controller for that one. And then we have the Fire Orange system. Pretty obvious, it's just a see-through system. We also have the box for this system. Like I said, we're working on trying to get boxes for all the systems that we have. We only have the Fire Orange, the Fire Orange box, the DK box, a standard system box, and then this one that I'm about to show you. It was a standard gray console with a gray controller, but it was the special edition Star Wars release. The only thing that was really different about this was the box and the game that came with it. We considered it a different system because it was a special release with the box, and this is what the inside looks like. You have the standard gray system, the controller over here, the power cords and stuff, and then the game that came with it. So that's going to wrap up our Halloween episode. That was just the N64s that we have. Just to recap, we have every version of every US released N64. We have the box for the DK Jungle Green, the Fire Orange, the Standard Gray, and the Star Wars Standard Gray release. In a further episode, I'll go over the games that we have for the N64 and also the other box systems that we have and show you the boxes that we have for the N64s. You guys have a good Halloween, and thanks for watching the videos.